Welcome to the Sketchup for Schools lesson. This is Design Your Dream Home Part 1, Model a 2D Floor Plan. In this series, you'll learn how to model this 2D floor plan, extrude it and build it up into 3D. You'll print it out and fold it back together as a physical model. Before you get started with this lesson, be sure to check out the Getting Started series, become more familiar with the basic navigation and drawing tools, as well as the user interface. Click on the Select tool. That's usually just a good way to get out of any other tool. And you can see now we have an entryway, a hallway, a bedroom, another room, our bathroom, and then our main living, dining, kitchen area. With the rooms drawn, we now need to draw doors in order to enter the spaces. The door can be represented by drawing a line and an arc for the swing of the door or the direction that it's going. We'll make this as a component, which you'll be able to copy and use for other doors within the space. To get started, let's first just pan the model down a little bit. So I'm going to drag down. I'm going to look up into this area here. I'll scroll in a little bit as well, or zoom in, just to get closer. With the line tool, let's draw a line that is 36 inches long. So activate the line tool, click and release to start your line, and move your cursor up along the green axis. Type in 3, 6, and press enter. This will draw a 36-inch line. Now the line will want to continue drawing, so press escape to deactivate the line tool. That draws the door line itself, but now we need the arc to show the swing or the direction of the door. Click on the arc tool located right here. We're going to click on the first tool, which is the arc tool. The arc tool is 3 clicks. The first click is the starting point, which we'll put right here. The second click begins to define where the arc is going to start. So click again, and now move your cursor to the right. You can see the arc begin to create. As we get to 90 degrees here, we can go ahead and click and release to set the arc. And now we have a 2D symbol of a door. Since we have multiple of these in the model, it's important we make this as a component. A component is a cloned object or an identical object. So if you make changes to one of these in the model, it will affect all the other instances of that. The components are a great way to help us contain geometry, but also save time in that we only have to model one of these then. Take the select tool and drag a window around the line and the arc to pre-select it. Very carefully, hover over the edge and right click. If it deselects, like it did on mine here, that means we just need to make sure when we select that we're right clicking on the edge itself. We'll know we've done that correctly if you see all of these selection options. If you just see a small selection like this, that means you deselected it. So just make sure that the cursor is right on that edge. It's off just a little bit, it won't pre-select. We'll right click, then we'll select Make Component. When you make a component, you can name it. So let's call this Door, and then press OK. It will look like it adds an extra line or edges around it, but that is just a boundary box of a component. It's defining the limit or the boundary of that object. If you take the select tool and click off of the object, you'll see it just disappears. If you single click back on the object, you'll see that highlighting again. It's just a visual representation of the boundary of that object. With the door created, we can now move it into the model and then copy it to its corresponding locations. In order to move the door, we first want to make sure that the object is pre-selected. So single click on the door to pre-select it so that it highlights blue. Next, click on the Move tool located right here. When moving an object, make sure you're moving from a specific point. You don't want to just click anywhere arbitrarily on the object because then you can't snap and set it correctly. So let's make sure we're clicking from this corner point right here. So we'll click and release, begin our move. We'll move the object into our model. And let's place it in this 48-inch square for our entryway. And we can just eye this. It's okay if we're a little bit here or a little bit there. Just don't put it right on the edge. Just try to center it right about there. I'll pan the screen down again and even zoom out just a little bit to see more of the space. Because now we want to move and copy this over. So clicking on the move tool once again, this time press Control on Windows or Option on a Mac. If you're unsure what you're using, just look down here in the status bar and you'll see that Control for me equals cycle to copy or to stamp or to move. We want to activate the stamp tool. So we're going to press Control twice. That way on the cursor, you see that little stamp icon to the top left of it. To begin stamping, click and release from the reference point that you want to copy or stamp from. So I'll click and release right here, bring the cursor down and click and release right here, making sure that it's clicking on the actual endpoint. I'll do that once here, and then over here, I will do it once again on this edge right here. It wants to continue stamping, so just press Escape to deactivate that, and that way your copies are set. Notice now the last copy that we made for this door needs to be rotated. I'll take the select tool and I'll just click off of it, and you can kind of see here how it's not in the correct orientation. Let's rotate it, and we could use the rotate tool, but we could also, because it's a component, we can also use the move tool. So let's pre-select it just so that it's active, and go ahead and click on the move tool. The move tool, as you hover over an object, has these 4 plus signs. And if you hover over one of those plus signs, you'll see a built-in rotate appears on your cursor. When you see that rotate active, go ahead and click. By clicking, it activates the rotate tool, and now I can dial this down till I get to here. Try to put your cursor somewhere along one of the ticks. That way it actually dials in. You can feel it click. After rotating it, take the move tool and just move it so that it's up into the entryway of this hallway here.